All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be looking at the Fossil BQ2676 watch. And it comes in this tin. I'm just going to jump right into it. This is a pretty standard Fossil tin. And I'll just say this, if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I don't really do too many watch reviews, or I don't think I have any on Fossil watches. I used to wear them a lot when I was younger, but now I find that you can find watches that are a little bit better quality for around the same price. But this one was a gift from a person that I'm close to, so it does mean a lot. Definitely going to hold on to this one, and I like this watch. I have nothing, against Fossil watches. Let's just jump right into it. So taking the tin off, this watch has a green dial, and it comes standard. Obviously, I've taken this out already, but like I said, it does have a green dial. It is 45 millimeter, and this is what the watch looks like front to back. There are some smudges on the back, but it's a pretty simple, classy looking watch. And this is a genuine leather band, and it is thick. I haven't worn this watch a ton, but just getting right into when I would wear this watch, I'd wear this watch with business casual attire. I'd wear this watch with casual attire. I mean, you could even wear this on a date if you wanted to. Here's how it kind of, well, I'm not going to take off. So this is kind of how this watch, this is a different style of watch, but this is a chronograph from Citizen, and this is the Fossil. So just to kind of give you a comparison, so this is a diver style watch. The other one's a chronograph. Completely different styles, but just for size comparison. And I'll put the model numbers in the video for these other two watches. So yeah, like I said, I like this watch. I've worn it a couple times, and I typically wear it if I'm wearing something with brown or green in it, and it goes well. One thing I do like about this watch is the second hand is pretty close to the second markings. It's not perfectly spot on, but I hate when it's super off. And like I said, I've had Fossil watches in the past, so I have nothing against them. I like them. I think they're great looking watches. This one is 5 ATM, so for the water resistance. And like I said, the model number is BQ2676. It has a stainless steel back. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Right here, you have Fossil on the band. And I've banged this watch a little bit, so this is mineral glass here, but it doesn't scratch super easily. The band is comfortable. I've worn it all day. And like I said, more like business casual and down occasions is where I'd wear this watch. You could wear it with a suit, and like from a glance, you might think this is a higher end watch just because it's simplistic. It doesn't have numbers on the dial, so that makes it look a little bit more classy in my opinion. One of the things I will say is that I did go on a trip to St. Thomas, and I wore this watch. I feel like that's kind of like the perfect occasion for this watch, especially if you're traveling somewhere very touristy. So like I said, from a glance, it looks, more expensive than it is. But then if somebody gets up close or somebody tries to steal it, you're not out a ton of money. And so there's nothing wrong with this watch. It keeps time well. It's quartz movement. My wrists aren't super small. So like I said, this is a 45 millimeter case. This might be too big for some people if you prefer a smaller dial. The bezel does not twist, but that's okay. And like I said, this band is holding up pretty well. I have not worn this watch a ton, but I'd recommend it. Yeah, I tend to gravitate towards more neutral colors, but yeah, overall, this is a good, decent watch. Like I said, I've had no issues with it. And that's it. All right, and actually, one other thing I forgot is the watch on wrist. So this is how it looks on my wrist. Sorry, it's upside down for you. This is kind of how it looks on wrist. The band looks good. Like I said, one of the things I like about this watch is that it doesn't look cheap. So it doesn't look like you just went to Walmart and grabbed something, even though you can get some nice looking watches at Walmart. I have a buddy, he got like a Timex, little ashy, Expedition knockoff watch, and it looks solid. It was like black, nylon strap, black face. So No shade against Walmart, but yeah, this looks classy. You know, I would say this is a classy yet casual watch. Yeah, that, you know, would be good to hold on to. Pricing wise, I think you could find this for like $100, somewhere between like 100 and 150 new, so not super expensive. Used, you could probably find it like between $50 and $100, something like that. And yeah, just no complaints about it. The strap is comfortable, and we'll go ahead and keep rocking it. Thank you again for watching. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the last thing I'll say about this watch, and I forgot to mention several things, but I'll keep it brief, is that this is a simple watch. I would say this would be a good starter watch for, you know, a teenager, somebody in their early 20s, because there's not any function really. There's a date window right here, but outside of that, hopefully it focuses. But yeah, I mean, all you have to do is pull this out all the way to stop the time, stop the watch from ticking, and then you can set the time by doing this, and then you push the dial back in halfway, and you can change the date just by pulling down like this. You can change the date, and that's basically it. That's all the function of the watch. So there's no chronograph, there's no alarms, this is a simple watch that you can wear, and it looks masculine too. I think sometimes when watches are classy and understated like this one, they can look a little bit feminine or unisex, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just not a fan of that for my watches. So this one with the thick strap, you know, it looks very masculine. Like, this is not something your girlfriend or wife or sister would pick up and wear. I mean, she could if she has big wrists, but not going to happen really. So yeah, you're not compromising your look, so to speak, with this watch either. All right, guys and gals, and the last thing I'll say about this watch is that it is super comfortable, and I would say it's mid-weight, so you could wear this watch all day. It will not feel like you have an anchor on your wrist. You won't get wrist fatigue. So yeah, you can rock this thing 8, 9, 10 hours, no problem.